Buddy Talk,
Buddy.
Open Talk.
Mhm.
These were the two applications which was a huge pillar uh, for me in the past that lifted my spoken English and that made me connect with many people across the India, sometimes Americans too. One other AI group, not AI group, it's AI application called Stimulor. You can download that application. You can use the free version, but they are also selling subscription. I wouldn't recommend you go for subscription for the first 15 days. To me. And having said that, there were lots of other applications in the market incorporated with AI, but Stimulor was something that I experienced it on my own. Other than that, I'm not relying on many applications for one-on-one conversation. I listen to point your journey and when did you become a tutor?
Oh, actually, Gopi, it's a long story. Okay, because I'm a retired teacher. Just for your knowledge, I'm a retired teacher. I retired in 2022 and I started teaching in 1990. Okay, so I worked for somewhere 32 years in a regular institute and then I retired. And after retirement, when I felt that I am still energetic, I have some potential, I have some energy to do something, but what to do? That was the point of time when I was thinking something that I must do something. And that's how only teaching was my best skills, I can say. So I thought of teaching and then I started my YouTube channel.
English. Without any technology, they improved their skill.
Because the more you have technology, the more distractions you have.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. First and foremost, sorry for 5 minutes late because I had a class and because of that, it takes 10 minutes to rejoin the Zoom link. And because of that, I took five more minutes. Okay, tell me, how have you been today? As you mentioned that you are a professional, so is it a holiday for you today?
Yeah, it's a day off for me. Saturday and Sundays are mostly day off. During weekday, I would be occupied from 1:30 to 10:30.
1:30 to 10:30. Okay, this is your working hour. Okay.
Yeah, during weekdays, not during weekends.
During weekdays means your office starts from the afternoon. Okay.
Exactly.
And that, okay, so you have somewhere different time zone. Do you work for some foreign companies? Where do you work?
Actually, I'm working for the time being. I got work from home, so I am working for UK customers. That's why my schedule is from 1:30 to 10:30.
Somewhere your voice is breaking, Gopi. Your name is Gopi, am I right?
Yes, exactly. Is my voice breaking?
Yes, somewhere. Now it's clear. Now it's clear.
Okay, all right.
Between,
Please let me know.
Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. Would you mind introducing yourself, Gopi, in short?
Absolutely. I'm Gopi from Tamil Nadu. I've been working in this field for the last 1.5 years as a technical support executive. In my current company, it's been around 5 months, and I've been practicing English for the last 3-4 years continuously. Other than that, I love to watch movies, web series. That has been a part and parcel of my life. I use WhatsApp groups as my main source of improving my spoken English and mostly audio calls. I'm new to this sorry, video call platforms, and that's all. I think it's my fourth session
on video
collectively. I started it last week only.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Wonderful, wonderful to know that you are from Tamil Nadu. You have been working for the US company, then you need to actually polish your English. That's it. Isn't it?
Absolutely.
But you
Yeah.
sound quite
Even if I'm not
confident
working
and you
for
are speaking quite well. Okay, tell me what
Sorry,
are
could you
your
please
gray
repeat that?
areas? What do you feel that why do you need to improve and to what level do you consider yourself and which level do you want to actually reach or achieve?
Over the few years, I found a few gray areas and I corrected it on my own. But still, I need to clear certain things out in my spoken English. One of the areas was my vocabulary. It's not compulsion to use sophisticated vocabulary. However, I want to do my number of words in my subconscious brain. So that's what I consider first. And fluency, I need to improve a little bit more. Over the last few years, I got to meet some fantastic English speakers like you. They gave me a few suggestions. I'm implementing it, and I don't want to take lots of pauses while making sentences. That's something I've been working on nowadays. Since I'm working for a UK client, it doesn't hurt to bring some changes in my accent. So that is also going on. These are the areas I'm working on.
What about MTI? Do you think
MTI,
that you need to remove to some extent MTI?
actually, it's a mixed opinion, I can say. A few community of people have told me to eradicate my MTI, but majority of people, majority of well-trained quality analyst in my company as well as in my previous company told me not to be worried about my MTI. Uh, if I feel that I have an MTI, I don't think I need to be worried very much because it is minimal. I think so.
Great. Are you receptive
Uh,
if somebody gives you corrections?
yes, I'm open to receive. I have already started welcoming all the
Great.
criticisms and feedback.
This is the
Great progress.
the greatest trait of a learner. We all are learners, actually. No matter somebody gives the name of trainer, somebody gives the name of a better speaker, intermediate speaker, advanced speaker, XYZ, but we all are learners. So I just want to give you one small correction here. You said last few months. Okay.
Yeah.
Last few months and last few months. Somehow, somewhere unknowingly, you spoke this word. When you would listen to this conversation once again, maybe you will find this. So last and lost. A sound and O sound. Sometimes it happens that certain words, it's not only with you, with me, with everybody. Certain words are very much fixed in their mind that they pronounce that word in a particular way. So sometimes we need to work on those areas also. And as you already have mentioned that you know your gray areas and then working upon those areas, very, very easy now. Very simple, very easy. Have you, have you taken any formal training from English Area or Clappingo or anywhere, or just you have been learning on your own by joining some WhatsApp group? I was asking this, that did you attend any that kind of class?
No, I never attended any sort of classes, not even a free version, not even a trial package that I attended in English or Clappingo. I had the
Great.
interest when I was a beginner. I wanted to join, but my financial background was that great. And at the same time, to my fortune, I got such fantastic free applications in the market through which I was able to improve my spoken English. Plus, the WhatsApp groups were very much helpful to me to improve my spoken English. So I didn't find the necessity of Clappingo or English theory after a certain point of time. But in my beginning stage, I wanted to, just because of my financial status, I just forbade that idea.
Yeah, good, good. Because see, knowing any language is something different. Speaking comes by speaking. So what you or anybody, what we need just to speak. The more we speak, the better we become. This is what is only required. So you used certain applications. Would you mind telling those applications for the other learners so that they can also get benefit out of your experience and they can also join those applications free of cost, if some applications, if you know?
Okay. There were a few applications which was so beneficial to me, and some of the applications may or may not be in the market,
Mhm.
but still, I would like to let the names out, such as Buddy Talk,
Buddy.
Open Talk.
Mhm.
These were the two applications which was a huge pillar uh, for me in the past that lifted my spoken English and that made me connect with many people across the India, sometimes Americans too. Nowadays, I am sticking on with Telegram as well as WhatsApp groups. And I would also tell you one other AI group, not AI group, it's AI application called Stimulor. You can download that application. You can use the free version, but they are also selling subscription.
Mhm.
I wouldn't recommend you go for subscription for the first 15 days. Why I'm telling this? Because just enjoy the free version. If you can afford it, then you can go for subscription, and I'm telling you, you are not going to feel regret. I know about the details of subscription, but still, you can download that application and get to know about the details on your own. Similar is something that sort of impressed me. And having said that, there were lots of other applications in the market incorporated with AI, but similar was something that I experienced it on my own. Other than that, I'm not relying on many applications for one-on-one conversation. I listen to podcast on Telegram, and there is one application called Clubhouse. I use that application just for improving my listening practice, and WhatsApp group was my main source of improving my spoken English. That's it.
Oh, no. So which was the greatest support and greatest help for you? You mentioned so many applications. Wonderful. I haven't even heard many of these applications. So it would be certainly a great help for learners, those who want to learn something for free. Because yes, when it
Okay.
comes to finance, it's not easy for most of us. For most of us, like spending money 500 or 1,000 rupees per class. Somewhere got to know that some people are even charging 1,000 rupees per class. So it's not affordable for many Indian people because we have many more responsibilities, many more expenditure. So that's fine. But which was the application you felt that, oh, something awesome it was, and that worked for you so well?
I would always go with my first application that was named as Buddy Talk, I think.
Buddy talk.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find that application in the market from 2021 to 2024. But in my recent session, one lady told me that application has again come into the market. So if you guys have the willingness, you can try it out in Play Store, or else you can also search it in Google. You will
Mm.
be able to download the application. Every now and then you may feel the network glitch. Other than that, that application is completely free of cost, and it will also maintain your privacy. And one of the important factor about that application, it wouldn't it connects you not only with Indians. You will also get to speak with Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, and Americans, Australians, Nigerian people with whom I have connected in the past. And I used this application in 2019 or 20 at that point of time. Okay,
Mhm.
19, 20, 21. During this 3 years, I had been using that. So till now, that applications, the benefit that I got from that particular application was completely unbreakable. That you know kept me hopeful in terms of improving my spoken English. So this is the application I would like to suggest to all.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, your ideas, because first time I heard this Buddy Talk application from Ashutosh. Have you watched his videos? Ashutosh, he is also a YouTuber. English
Not to
with
my knowledge.
Ashutosh or something. So first time I heard
I,
this application from him, that he also used this application. I mean, I can say that he's a good orator, a wonderful orator actually.
okay,
He speaks well. So I heard from
all
him.
right.
And as you are now second time you are saying that, yes, this worked for you as well. So other people, my other viewers, learners, they should also try this because they are all seeking somewhere for free applications. And there are
Yes.
many applications people mention. When you try to download that and you try to avail those classes, then they start demanding fees or something. Although you used to download the free application, but still, at the end of the day, you land up seeing that, okay, they are asking for this money, that money. Buddy Talk, if it is free, I must suggest my other viewers, other learners as well, if they will watch this video, then certainly they will get to know many more which you shared here. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
absolutely.
have any questions for me, Gopi?
Yeah, I do have. What about you? When did you start your journey, and when did you become a tutor?
Oh, actually, Gopi, it's a long story, okay, because I'm a retired teacher. Just for your
Okay.
knowledge, I'm a retired teacher. I retired in 2022 and I started teaching in 1990. Okay, so I worked for somewhere 32 years in a regular institute and then I retired. And after retirement, when I felt that I am still energetic, I have some potential, I have some energy to do something, but what to do? That was the point of time when I was thinking something that I must do something. And that's how only teaching was my best skills, I can say. So I thought of teaching, and then I started my YouTube channel. That's Grammar with Manju ma'am. And from there, I started giving spoken English classes for beginners and intermediate level learners. I don't consider myself to be a teacher, perfect teacher for teaching somewhere above intermediate or advanced level speakers. But I feel like I can boost the confidence of the beginners, those who are hesitant to start the journey. So that's how I started giving online classes. But if you talk about my teaching career, so that was a long journey. In back then, in traditional families, like I belong to a very orthodox family, I can say. Okay, so where girls are to be, I mean, full time maybe homemakers. This was the concept that कौन सा तुम्हें नौकरी करना है. I mean, I don't know whether you understand Hindi or not. You don't have to go for a job. You have to manage household chores. This was the concept back then when I was a child. But still, my luck, my fortune brought me somewhere where I started loving this teaching profession because I always wanted to become like my teachers. Because with the passion, with the love, they taught us that the concepts are still very fresh in our mind. I wanted to do something in that area. And that's how I joined my first school in 1990, where I was just receiving a salary of 500 per month. That's how I started my teaching career. And yeah, it's going well. What was your,
Oh,
did you ask something else apart from this?
no, no, I
Did
didn't.
I answer whole question?
Actually, I got a doubt. During this 32 years, were you working as an English teacher or were you handling some other subjects?
Okay, as you know that I was not a government teacher. I was in a convent school. So yes, English was my main subject, but still in the schools, according to their requirement, they give you some other subjects also. So I also taught history, geography, and sometimes if needed, GK, moral science, and the other subjects. But yes, all the subjects related to art subject. And English was my main subject because I was good at English since my childhood. Somewhere good at, when I say I was not good at speaking, but I was good at English. I was scoring well. I was doing well. Grammar was very clear in my mind. So somehow once I started speaking, I felt that due to those grammar rules, the structures, the way I was speaking, I started with broken English, but it didn't take much time to frame right structure and get to know my flaws, get to know that how can I boost my confidence. And that's how I tried everyday new strategies in the classroom. I learned along with my students. So it was a long
All right.
journey. It was a long
Well,
journey, Gopi.
so after your retirement, you took it to the next dimension. You started taking this classes and all. Right? I,
In fact, Gopi, I remember, still remember my days. Now, what was the struggle back then in my childhood or when I started working? Because there were no applications such as Buddy Talk or CV app or English Yari or no internet, no mobile, even no TV. No TV at my home. Okay. So that's how from there I have reached to this level. It was a tough time for me to learn something. One dictionary and one papa. My
true,
father,
true, absolutely.
dictionary, and my teachers. And we were a kind of timid students. We had a great
Oh,
respect for teachers. So out of respect, we were not open to the teachers to ask. Like as today we see, students are very friendly, open to the teachers. They can ask any kind of questions. But back then, we were not like that. So it was difficult. It was a long journey. But somehow, wherever I am today, I'm happy that I am helping those who are still struggling at this era when everything is accessible, everything is available. They can afford to sit in front of the TV, they can afford to watch even English Yari videos, clapping goes videos, or many tutors videos, conversation videos, podcasts, and they can improve their skills. But still, if they are facing some kind of challenges, I feel if I can help them, I enjoy this journey actually.
That is true. Speaking of our previous generation, they didn't have any sort of technology. All they had was library and a few books and dictionaries. Just with those assistants, they were able to improve their spoken English. And to be honest with you, they wouldn't make any sort of grammatical mistakes that we usually make in this. People make lots of grammatical,
This is something
but
you
this
have, yes,
grammar. One of the best example and inspiration, I would say, Abdul Kalam sir. You know, his spoken English is so
clean.
genuine and there's no sort of effort to impress other people, but each and every sentence that he makes is so valuable, and you would be waiting for the next sentence that comes out of his mouth. So,
Listening to him
that thing,
was a, I mean, it was when I used to read certain books or even about Abdul Kalam, the autobiography of Abdul Kalam. When I heard him speaking in back then, I enjoyed every bit of. I mean, they were such genuine people. Words flew from their mouth naturally without using any sophisticated words or fancy words. Simple English, but very appealing.
yeah, you're right. But with all the technology we have, still there is a lot of barriers, for us to improve our spoken English. Without any technology, they improve their skill. But
Because the more you have technology, the more
sorry,
distractions you have.
yeah, true,
Yes.
true,
You hold
absolutely.
your mobile for the sake of watching maybe some English podcast to improve your English, but you'll end up watching some reels, some Instagram, just, I mean, just doom scrolling. You make yourself engrossed doing something like that. But back then we did not have anything. If we had time, we had to read some magazine. If we had time, we had to talk with somebody. If we had time, we had to complete our homework. If we had time, we had to uh, do everything related to household chores, because back then no maid, no cook, everything was to be done on our own. So yes, that's how we knew the
That's
importance of education back then. That because there is, like as you said, that there were only libraries. Libraries were there, but again, girls were not, I mean, families like my family, I want to say, we were not allowed to go to the library. Only the small library in the school, we were able to sit there and to pick some books. And then we were allowed to bring books to our home. And those books only we were reading. It's not like that big libraries were there in the city, but we were not allowed to go. So whatever
true.
we have learned with our zeal, enthusiasm, with our hard work.
That is impressive. That was so impressive and inspiring.
Yes, yes, Gopi. Lovely
Don't want to
talking to
take
you.
go
Yes,
and achieve the resource. But earlier, people used to travel 3-4 kilometers just to go to library or get for collecting water. I can say people
yes,
used to travel 10 kilometers to
yes,
collect
yes.
water.
And cycle was only the means of transportation. They used to go by cycle. Now you see,
Yeah,
we have a scooter, we have car, we have the other transport system as well. Many things are available. But still, people are learning. People are utilizing these resources as well, because there are AIs. People are learning. They are learning technology. These are something
yeah,
we missed in our childhood. Okay, and as a result,
true,
we still
absolutely.
struggle a lot. I mean, to record a video on
Mm,
Zoom took quite some time for me. And if you ask today's maybe a child who goes to UKG or class one knows all these things.
true.
So there is a
That
vast
is something.
difference.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is something I agree. And when I say, I am keeping myself in the shoe. If there is a library which is 2 kilometers away, I don't want to go. I have the desire to go, but who should take all the effort to go and come back? It will take 1 hour of time. So, but people in the previous era, they did not even worry about all that. Their ultimate destination was to, learn that resource that they have in the library. So
Yes.
that is something I'm lacking a lot. I'm not feeling really proud of uh, with that
Different era,
attitude.
different time, different resources, different way of looking at issues, looking at problems. Okay, now as you say, problem is for you to go to 2 kilometers, and people in the back then they never worried about if they have to go for 10 kilometers even to get a bucket of water. Maybe they used to do that. That was their daily chores.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
lovely.
So, what about your future ideas, future plans, anything? Would you like to make it bigger?
Nothing is specific, Gopi. I don't have any plans. I never had the plan to start my YouTube channel also. All happened by chance. Okay. I was retired, sitting idle, feeling bored. So that's how my son created a channel for me, that you work on your channel, do something whenever you feel bored. That's how I started creating certain content. And then wherever I am, I don't have any big goals. I believe that whatever will happen with the plans of God, and it's fine. I just let my life go as it's going.
In all fairness, you are inspiring a lot of people. You don't even know, but you have been inspiring lots of people through your YouTube channel. Okay,
If I
keep
am,
it up.
if I am, thank you so much. This is what. If somebody is getting inspired to see this, that a retired person can do something, I mean, they should not feel that now they should feel that age is just a number. You can start doing anything at any time. And if you are enthusiastic about doing something, then there are various ways that can lead you towards your success and to the process.
For sure, for sure.
Okay. Thank you,
So,
Gopi, for being here. And thank you for
yeah,
asking such lovely questions.
yeah. Anyway,
May God
so
bless
thank you
you
for
with.
having me here.
Yes. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And you didn't discuss about your channel. You mentioned somewhere in the email that you also have a channel. You didn't describe about your
Uh,
channel.
my English channel is not that big. I started just 3 months ago and I got one subscriber, and I'm happy by that because I'm not very much active in it. But I have a Tamil channel, that's my regional language channel. I have got around 150 subscriber. My English channel's name is English with Kiriyon. My Tamil channel's name is Kiriyon's Tamil English. So these were the two channels that I'm maintaining. But nowadays, I'm completely focusing on my regional language channel. In around 10 or 15 days, I will also be focusing a lot towards my English channel. This sessions and the previous 3 sessions were, I'm considering those sessions as a maturity to make such kind of videos and post it in my channel. So these are my training sessions. That's how I consider.
Okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay. So all the best for your future endeavor. May God bless you with all the
De-
success and good health. Thank you so much. Let's wrap up the session then here.
Definitely, feelings are mutual, and thank you for accepting my offer, and thank you for spending your time with me.
Pleasure is
Hope
all
to see you in
mine,
future.
Gopi.
I know, but I learned a lot from this session. Thank you for it.
I learned a lot. You see, I have noted down the applications which you told me. So I feel that in every session I learned a lot. Yes, learning
Okay,
is a
okay, all right.
never-ending process. Okay, so I also
True,
learned a lot.
absolutely. I'm absolutely sorry. In the initial time, my voice was not that good. I mean, the signal was not that powerful.
It's
Is
okay.
it
It's okay.
okay?
We can't do anything for technical glitch. Okay, because it's not in our control. We should be worried about the things which are in our control, that we can control. If technical glitch that has to happen, I'll see to it while editing. Okay, then thank you so
Okay,
much.
then.
Bye bye.
Thank you.